Starting first off, we're going to go ahead and touch upon Full Gear. We've got some predictions for the show to talk about, and we'll go ahead and get right into those. So we have the match list in front of me. I'll go ahead and we'll start with the first match and just kind of work our way down. Um, so leading off, we have Luchasaurus versus Jungle Boy Jack Perry in a steel cage match. Gentlemen, who do you got?
I honestly got Jungle Boy. Hopefully, because he's been getting his ass kicked by Luchasaurus and Christian for way too long. So I feel like he deserves his win. I feel like in the steel cage match, Luchasaurus is out. He's going to like throw him around. Hopefully, Luchasaurus can work safely with Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. But I ultimately see Jungle Boy back. JT, what about you?
Yeah, same. Definitely. Jungle Boy. Definitely needs some redemption in this pretty long storyline that they've gotten for
Mm,
far too long.
it's way too
Um,
long.
what do you guys think the finish is going to be for at the end of this match?
Mm, I was gonna say because I actually have Jungle Boy losing this match. I think,
What?
yeah, I know it's crazy to think, but hear me out here. I think Luchasaurus needs this win more than Jungle Boy, um, just because they really need to solidify him as a monster heel moving forward, as
Sure.
opposed to as so this way once he gets out of this feud, then he's got something more to work with. Um, that being said, I think it'll just be a dominant performance by Luchasaurus. And, as much as I want to say Jungle Boy put up a good fight, I would not be opposed to a squash match with this.
I mean, I agree to disagree. From there, like I honestly think Jungle Boy Jack Perry is going to do something wild off of the steel cage, jump off top of the steel cage and do a hurricane run on Luchasaurus, and then
I mean, I wouldn't be so. I'll tell you right now, I won't be surprised if we see some high offense from Jungle
I
Boy.
just hope no one dies in that. But so
Yeah,
we got two for Jungle Boy and one for Luchasaurus
yeah.
for
I,
the
I will say I don't see this match ending without Christian getting involved somehow.
Oh
sure.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have a tag team match. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal versus Sting and Darby Allin. Um, this one, man, I got an interesting prediction for this, but I'll let you guys go first.
JT.
Uh, I mean, you know what? I do like Jeff Jarrett a lot. Um, especially I don't know if you guys were watching the Ric Flair's like last match.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
Um,
that.
beautiful like heel tactics from just Jeff Jarrett, and he's just very good at getting heat.
Oh
Um,
God, yeah.
best, one of the best, Um, I don't know. This match is gonna be pretty interesting. I
Oh,
didn't
hey,
expect
Nick's looking.
Yeah, I didn't
Hold on.
expect like Jeff Jarrett to like show up to AEW and then, kind of being a on-screen personnel, and then well also he has like a role backstage as well. Like I don't remember what it was, but um yeah. So I guess if I had to choose, um I want to go with Letho and Jared this
Yeah,
one,
I'll agree with you,
honestly.
JT. I feel like they're gonna break up Sting and Darby Allin because it's been almost 2 years since they've been together.
Oh yeah,
I feel
very long
like,
time.
and this will be Sting's first loss in his tag team. I think so. And yeah, I just see that Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal winning because you got this new acquired talent that's coming in who can work like hell and be a
And
great
also
heel.
Sorry. And also, I was gonna say, Jay Lethal's a legend, and we just
Oh
haven't
yeah,
gotten the chance to really see him, show his stuff on AEW. So he definitely needs that win for sure, in my opinion.
what
Yeah.
about the last real G?
Um, well, to be honest, here's the thing. The way I'm looking at this is Darby needs this win less than Jay Lethal,
Right.
but at the same time, Jeff Jarrett doesn't need this win at all. Especially because Jarrett's probably not going to be a regular on-screen in-ring wrestler. This is probably like his one off before he goes to backstage work. Um, so I don't really know who's going to win this match. I'm going to say, for the sake of argument, it's probably going to be Lethal and Jarrett. Um, and I'm also thinking there might be a Sting heel turn on this one. Because Darby's been kind of pushing Sting away, saying he doesn't need Sting to do this. Um, I think we're going to see Sting kind of push away from Darby in this match, and then this will be kind of the end of it for that duo.
Or a
Um,
new angle, Sting versus Darby in Revolution. I don't know.
well, based on recent merch releases, I think we might be seeing the return of Red and Black Sting.
Oh,
Oh shit.
NWO Whoop.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be Lethal and Jarrett taking this one, just veteran leadership, kind of overcoming Darby, and really taking it to him. So that's my prediction. All right. Next up, we have the singles match: Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, versus Saraya in her return match. Uh, JT, who you got?
Um, well, so going back to Dynamite, Saraya and Britt Baker cut a pretty fire promos back and forth to each other. It was great. But here's the thing. What did you guys think of like Saraya's promo to Britt? Did it seem more kind of like heelish than face?
No, this was
I think
definitely
it was a face. I
this
would
was
say face.
yeah, this was definitely a
Yeah.
baby face promo, but it's like that. It's that rare kind of coming from the bottom and now I'm here promo.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
is a person that's come off of a catastrophic injury, getting medically cleared, and it looks like from an outside doctor that's not from AEW,
well,
just to verify that, based off
yeah,
the Twitter, like what she posted on Twitter.
Yeah.
Um, as
yeah,
far as winning, obviously Soraya, because
Yeah, same.
yeah, she needs to win, and I'm really happy that Tony Khan has finally listened to us. We have 3 women's matches on the Full Gear card. So it's about damn time. Hopefully they're not only 5 minutes. At least let them go for like 10, but we'll see. But Soraya for the win.
yeah. I think for sure Saraya is probably going to take this one, but I don't think it will be without some hijinks. Yeah, mostly from Rebel, I'll say for this because I know Jamie Hayter's got a match later in the night. Um, but yeah, this is Soraya's match to win, and Britt doesn't need the win that bad right now. She's got what she's got going on. At the same time, though, I could see Britt stealing this match. So as much so I'm gonna my prediction is Soraya, but I could definitely see Britt taking this with some cheap tactics. And I see we have somebody else coming in. Well, uh, Nick, if you want to get in on this this discussion,
Soraya versus Britt Baker in Full Gear. That's what we're talking about. Who you
Ooh,
got?
so
ooh. Um. Oh man, I think something tells me that Britt's gonna win, right? Because it's like Britt always wins. But then again, if I'm booking it, I'm booking Saraya to win because it kind of puts her as like, yeah, I'm back. I'm kind of at the top of my game still. But I don't know. I mean, it. You could also lose. Okay. Sorry, I know I'm going back and forth on this. I'd probably pick. I would obviously like to see Saraya win, but I think Britt's going to win.
okay,
Final
well,
answer.
all right, well, fair enough, fair enough. I mean, I like I said, I could see Britt winning this with cheap tactics, so that's certainly
Oh yeah,
it's
it's
certainly
definitely gonna be a screw job. If she's not gonna win clean, if
no, 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 no. Britt does not win this match clean if she wins it all. Um, okay. All right, next up, the singles match for the TBS Championship. Champion Jade Cargill versus champion Nyla Rose. uh, um,
Good God.
I know.
oh
uh,
man,
Rich, why don't you take this one
oh
first?
my gosh. As much as I love my girl Jade, I feel like she needs to drop this belt, but it's not gonna happen. because Nyla Rose she's been pegged as a person that's just this giant, but always gets her ass kicked by every other woman. Like I I feel bad for her because of the booking that has been done to her. So as much as I would love for Jade to relinquish the belt, it's not happening. The person that was supposed to relinquish the belt from her was Chris Statlander, but then she got hurt. So they had to scramble and be like, all right, who's the next bigger person that we can actually see a match between Jade? And that's Nyla. But Nyla's not winning, in my opinion. It's going to be Jade again. And then we're going to get Bow Wow on AEW Dynamite one day because they keep going back and forth on Twitter. That's my take.
Bow Wow needs to keep it in his pants. JT, go ahead.
I'm the same with Rich, Jade. I mean, I don't like the stuff that they're doing on Rampage, but it's whatever. Jade should be still champion in my opinion, so Jade's my final answer on that.
All right, Nick.
Shocking, upset. I'm just kidding. Jade's gonna win. Like it's just like, don't get me wrong. I love that they're showing Nyla's personality a little bit.
Yeah,
but like it's just the booking, right? It's this whole women's division, and granted, they're doing a better job getting more women on TV. I can appreciate that, but you have Nyla showing off her personality, but like Jade is still like the alpha, and there's like this to me. There's no shot of her losing, but it obviously. So I think Jade's gonna win, but then it's like who the hell beats her?
It's got to be Chris Statlander whenever she gets back. I mean, that's it.
Didn't she tear her ACL again?
Yes.
On her other leg.
So
we're gonna
like,
yeah,
literally 8 months to a year.
Yeah. So my prediction on this one, as much as I want Nyla to actually win this match, and being completely honest, this was the one match I thought any title would change hands on.
Sure.
It's Jade's gonna win this, and I hate that she's gonna win this. But to go to what Nick said, as far as who I think could take it off of her, I think Britt Baker is actually going to be the one who ultimately undoes it.
That's just, and I know we don't have as much time as we usually do, but going from women's champion to TBS champion, it's not a good look. Well,
first ever.
I get it, because the way that Jade has elevated that title, it's still quote unquote prestigious. So I mean, I can see it, but at the same time, it's like it seems like not lesser title, if that makes sense.
If anyone's gonna elevate this title back up, it's gonna be Britt.
Sure.
And she's got all the tools to do so, and it would be the feather in her cap to be the first ever woman to be both AEW Women's Champion and TBS Champion, as well as winning the Owen tournament. But less said about that, the better. So yeah, I think Jade wins again. Going back, Jade wins this, and I think Britt will ultimately be the one who beats her. All right, moving on. Next match, we have a 4-way match for the ROH World Championship. Champion Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson against Claudio Castagnoli and Sammy Guevara. This one has some interesting caveats to it, as Jericho is expecting Sammy to, quote, do the right thing. So we'll see how that plays out. Nick, why don't you go ahead and start this one?
I want this to be off my TVs after Saturday. I don't want to see Sammy Guevara. I don't want to see him. He's got the wrong kind of heat in my opinion. I think Jericho's going to win. I don't think they're taking the title off of Jericho for the next, I'll give it another 5 months, only because I think Jericho's going to win, right? I think it's going to be some bullshit's going to happen, and he's going to win again, and everybody's going to be like, oh my gosh, why is Jericho on the champion? But then they're about to have a TV deal, so they kind of need him to be the champ. So Jericho wins. Very bland. Rich, what about you? What do you think? My G?
Oh my God, I fucking hate the storyline so much. It's so And I get it because it's the sports entertainer versus, the wrestlers. But yeah, like you said, Jericho's going to win since the TV deal is impending regardless. But damn, I really don't want to see this match. This is probably the least favorite match on Full Gear. We'll see. Are they teasing Sammy to be a face now, even though people still hate him because he's, in the real life situation with his ex fiance, then turned to that whole thing. But at the end of the day, Jericho's going to win. He's got to elevate Ring of Honor. JT, go ahead.
Yeah, well, here's the wild card. I think either Sammy or Jericho are gonna win this match. Um, but I rather have Sammy still be a heel because I mean he's just naturally better at being a heel than a baby face. And also just like the chemistry and dynamic with, Sammy and Ty is just always like really good heel style. But yeah, I think it's either one of those two. I would probably say most likely Jericho. Second pick would probably be Sammy. So
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Jericho wins this. However, I think the most overlooked factor in this whole thing is actually the dynamic between Danielson and Claudio. Because Danielson's been kind of teasing a bit of a heelish, more of a heelish nature, whereas Claudio is the white meat babyface of the BCC. Um, so I could certainly see Danielson costing Claudio this match, and that which would then lead to Jericho winning. I don't see Jericho winning this match clean, and is what I'm really
He
getting at.
never win.
But here's
Always
what right, but I'm saying even with if Sammy just laid down for him, which I don't think would happen,
sure.
I think ultimately it's going to be Claudio eating the pin because Danielson cost him.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but again, I think Jericho wins this match. The TV deal is too important right now to kind of let fail. I think, however, we may see Jericho lose that title at the next ROH pay-per-view in December. And that because I'm sure they're going to announce TV then. All right, moving on. We have everyone's favorite match, and I know we're all hyped for this one. Singles match for the interim AEW Women's World Championship, Toni Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Toni Storm is your interim champion. Hayter is the challenger. JT, go ahead. Who you got?
let's go Hater. It's her time.
Yeah, Betty.
Hands down, it's her time. We've seen her, you know, throughout AEW just grow, and she definitely deserves the title right now.
Yeah. Rich?
Oh, I mean, I think we're all on board with Jamie Hayter. Hayter's gonna hate. I do appreciate Toni Storm. It sucks that it's still on an interim basis. But here's the kicker: Jamie Hayter wins, and then I guess Thunder Rosa comes back. I
Yeah.
don't know,
I
but
was
that's my thought. I want Hayter to win, but knowing Tony Khan, he's gonna be like, oh, Tony Storm's gonna win, and then here comes Thunder Rosa as a surprise back,
Oh
and then we're
shit,
gonna have
yeah.
this
yeah.
at
God, I
the
hate
winner is
winter's
coming.
coming. Yeah.
Yeah, that's when it's gonna happen. That's the realism.
When is Winter's Coming? Is that December or is that
Yeah,
January?
it's like 2 or 3 weeks after. It's
Hold
3
on.
weeks after Full Gear, I believe.
Give me 1 minute. I can actually tell you. It will take place on December 14th.
So that's three weeks after.
Yeah.
Oh, in Texas too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's in Garland, Texas. So, yeah, most likely Thunder Rosa coming back at Full Gear to challenge Toni Storm, who I think is going to win this match. I as much as I love Jamie Hayter and I love Jamie Hayter, Toni
That
Storm's gonna
lariat
win
is
this
so,
match.
that ripcord lariat is
Um,
amazing.
yeah,
That is the rainmaker.
no, that's the hate maker. I'm
The
calling it the
hate
hate.
maker.
We are calling it the hate maker. God dang it.
Hate maker. Hate maker. Hate maker.
I think George, I'm with you on this one. I think Toni Storm's going to retain, and for the sole reason, I think Britt interferes in some fashion, and I think that starts finally the beginning of the end of Britt and Jamie. and
Okay.
then because then it's an easy face turn, right? It's an easy good guy. I mean, like her character wise, right?
Yeah, I mean, I question Hater as a full face though. That's my only thing. I think she
Like
works.
an anti-hero? A
Yeah,
little
she
bit.
works best as like an anti-hero or like a tweener. Where she just it's not even about being, good or bad, it's about just getting the job done and winning.
True.
So I could see her taking that role once this is all said and done, but yeah, I think there'll be something down the line. Maybe we're missing something here and she'll ultimately be the one to dethrone Jade. She's got the power, so um that'd be something cool to see.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
All
swear,
right.
though. Hold on. I swear, if Thunder Rosa comes out and like they do the stupid standoff with the belts,
They
Oh,
are. They are.
they
You are.
100% are. That's the
They
sad
are.
part.
I'm gonna lose my mind if that happens. I swear to God, because we've seen it. How many times we've seen it? Did we see it when
Thousands
Punk
of
came back?
times.
We saw it when
Just
Punk came back, right?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw it when Punk came back. We saw it with Cody. Like, just I swear, I'll probably cry. I'll probably cry.
Oh my God. All right. Well, let's move on here before we get too muddled down in this because we still got a couple more matches. Next up, we have the finals for the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament. Now, unfortunately, with this, we don't know who's actually going to be in the finals just
Ethan
yet.
Page and Ricky Starks. Let's just call it for what it is.
Well, I was going to say who's left right now. We got Ethan Page taking on Bandito, if I'm not mistaken, and then
Yeah,
it's the winner of Starks and Lance Archer against Brian Cage, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly I missed the match on Rampage and I didn't go back to watch it. So did I'm guessing Cage beat Dante
yeah,
Martin, right? Okay.
yeah,
Wait,
All right.
didn't Ricky Starks get injured?
Yeah, he's
yeah.
I'm not sure if he's kayfabe or shoot injured, to be honest. Um, but they said they postponed the match, so we'll see what happens with that. If Starks is not cleared, then either Lance Archer would move on unopposed, or they'd have to find a replacement for him. So I'm not really sure, but ultimately, I don't know who out of those guys that we've already mentioned. Ethan Page seems the most likely to win this thing. Um, Brian Cage is never going to get close to winning this thing. Um, Archer deserves to win it, but let's face it, he's not going to. Um, and then Starks should win this thing. Everybody loves Ricky Starks, but I'd hate to see him lose to Ethan Page in the finals. And then you got the wild card that is Bandito, who's the hot signing. Um, so anything can happen with this. And I think we'll get whoever it does make the finals out of this. I think it will be a good match. Is all I'm going to say. But let's not dwell on that too much about the what ifs. Let's wait until we have the end of it. Okay, next match up, we have the AEW Tag Team Championship match, the Acclaimed with Billy Gunn against Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland. Rich, you got?
If you already can see the sign that I'm doing,
Yeah, we all
scissor
know.
me daddy ass. Acclaim win. Swerve finally goes full-fledged heel on Keith Lee and they start their angle. That is what I'm saying.
AT?
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say.
All right.
The Acclaim wins. Swerve and Keith Lee starting a new feud together. I mean, just got to have that happen. So
Yeah. Nick, same thing I'm gonna guess out of you.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. I have not much to say.
Yeah, I was gonna say this definitely seems like the Acclaim's match to win. Um, although a surprise, Swerve in Our Glory win wouldn't be too out of place. But if Swerve in Our Glory are to win this, I think not only does Swerve go full heel, I think Keith Lee would go with him if it's gonna happen. But yeah, I think this is definitely the Acclaim's match, and I'm not gonna,
Scissor me daddy ass.
yeah.
Accusations.
if the Swerve in Our Glory does win, then they can do like it'll be a rematch at like Winter is Coming. But I'd rather not have that happen, honestly.
Yeah, here's the thing though, is if Swerve in Our Glory wins this match, I think it's a transitional title run at best. and they'll drop it to FTR, either at Winter is Coming or possibly at the ROH pay-per-view. But so we'll see. So that's something to consider. But I do think the Acclaimed win this match. All right. Well, running short on time for the initial segment here. Last match is the AEW World Championship match. Jon Moxley versus MJF. Nick, who you got?
MJF in a landslide. I think he wins. I think he wins clean. I think it's his time. I tweeted this out a couple nights ago. It's like every time that man gets on a mic, he has the promo of the year. He has the best promo he's ever done. Like every time I watch that man, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's 10 minutes, he literally, it just is mind blowing, the blurred lines. And it's incredible. And it's his time. And the promo he cut on Wednesday, that's going to be on Part of My Take this week, it was absolutely perfect, because he's absolutely right. Like, this is the time for him, and he's about to become one of the biggest stars ever in wrestling, in my opinion. So MJF.
All right, Rich.
My choice for this match is none other than my boy. Let me put up his background, Tony Khan, because Tony Khan knows what money is, and money is Maxwell Jacob Friedman, and Maxwell Jacob Friedman will win clean, and then William Regal will join Maxwell Jacob Friedman in the ring saying, "You've done it, my boy. You've done it," in his British accent. "You've done it." And then I think the Winter is Coming match is going to be MJF versus Ethan Page from like the Firm stuff. But we'll see. Unless he does like a swerve of us, MJF, and still be as a heel. I would love for him to be a heel, but they're pushing him way too hard to be a babyface. But yes, Tony Khan is winning because he has this guy until 2024.
All right, JC.
Well, I mean, yeah, MJF by a landslide as well. I mean, hey, I mean, this past Wednesday, Moxie cut a pretty damn good promo going back towards, MJF. So they're doing a good job setting up this championship match, but hands down, MJF, this is his time. Um, just give him the damn belt.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna say MJF wins this match, but I don't think it's clean. And contrary to what a lot of people are saying, I don't think Regal is going to be the one to cost Moxley the match. I do feel the whole thing with the Firm is a big swerve, and wool being pulled over us. The whole, because the one thing that has been consistent without this particular run since MJF's return is that the greatest trick the devil ever pulled, you know, was making people believe he didn't exist, and that's exactly what MJF has done. He has leaned into this baby face thing like none other, and basically convinced people that he's not the devil anymore.
I mean, technically, the devil was an angel, if you believe in the book. Just
Well,
saying. Just saying.
I'm
So it could be a baby face. No,
I'm not. I am not gonna. I'm not even gonna comment on that. As a Catholic school graduate, but no,
I had to put that out there, bro.
yeah, but no. This is. I definitely feel the Firm has and MJF have worked this to perfection to make us believe that they are going to do something to cost him this match. And to be honest, I would believe it if I didn't, really think about how MJF works. So yeah, I think he does win this match. However, I don't think it's because Regal turns. I think it's because the Firm helps MJF.